Hey there everyone, welcome back to another Ark Survival Ascended video. As always, I'm Captain Beefy. This is the Game Vault, and yes, we're still on Scorched Earth, and we're going to talk about 5 creatures that you may want to consider bringing over from the island to make your life easier here on Scorched Earth. So let's cue up the music, and we'll get right to it. Alright, so my first recommended creature on this list is the Pteranodon. If you can bring one of these guys over with you right off the bat, it'll make life so much easier. One of the hardest parts about Scorched Earth is the actual weather and the lack of water that's available to you. And when you spawn in on this map, you're going to struggle at first finding water sources, getting away from the heat, and stuff like that. And a Pteranodon can help get you to your destination a lot quicker than running around on foot trying to tame something, right off the bat to get you there. Lomantria are the answer to Pteranodon on this map, but quite frankly, I don't feel like they're as good. They can't fight back and defend themselves at all, whereas a Pteranodon can. So, yeah, if you want to bring over a flying creature, this is the one. Now, of course, you could go for the RG, but RGs are already on this map, and you're going to be able to tame them anyway. So I'm just talking about creatures that you can't get on Scorched Earth. Alright, let's look at our number 2. Alright, so let's talk about number 2 on the list, and it's right here. It is the trusty, faithful Baryonyx. I brought Pinky over for this demonstration. She'll be going back home once this video is done being made. But why would you bring a Baryonyx over to Scorched Earth? There's hardly any water. There's hardly any fish. Yeah, I know this. But the main reason is this is the best caving dinosaur in the game. And I tested it out. It will fit through all 3 caves without a problem. Now, I know I did all 3 caves with a Thylus successfully, but on the, I think it was the Gatekeeper cave, the one in the middle of the map, it required, it was the Gatekeeper. It required the Thyla to be potted up to get it in there, as well as potted up at some point to get into a tight spot midway through the cave. So, while it worked, if you don't have cryopods and they're not available freely like they are on this map where there's no restrictions on them, then the Baryonyx is the best bet. One of these paired up with a good saddle can take quite a bit of damage. Again, the only issue is the lack of fish, so healing him up is going to be a little bit challenging. You're going to want to make sure you get a little bit of fish in his belly before you go. And a couple of the, at least one of the caves has some water in it. I think it's the crag. Yeah, the crag definitely has some water in it where you can gather up some fish meat. So that's good. You don't need to really bring it in on that one for you. But otherwise, yeah, this is number 2 on the list. All right, the third creature on our list is this big baddie right here, the Therizinosaur, for a couple of reasons. Some of them, well, mainly for gathering, actually. So there's really no good fiber gatherer on this map, right? And the Therizino, of course, can bring that fiber gathering ability back to, with him to Scorched Earth, as you can see. He also has the ability, of course, to gather thatch and wood up fairly decently. No great levels on that or anything like that, or weight reduction. What's really cool, though, is when you come across these cactus and you headbutt them. So, as you can see, we picked up 1,300 cactus sap just from that, right? That's pretty significant, and yeah, you can't beat it. Now you can put this guy, oh, rock golem. So another nice thing about him is he can defend himself, and he will defend himself and handle himself against pretty much everything on the map. Rock golem might give him a hard time, and of course wyverns and all that aren't going to be very friendly to him, but otherwise it should be just fine. Where's that? Oh, and he took a crap in my face. Really, dude? We're filming. But in any case, that's the, yeah, that's some of the uses of the Therizino, but that's not all you can do. Let's just see what else we can do with this guy. Alright, so another great resource for this guy to harvest is the purple flowers that you see pretty much all over the map, different areas and all that. We might have to contend with this saber-tooth over here in a second, but, yeah, you can see him right down below me. If we do the tickle attack on them, we're going to get silk out of them as well as fiber. Normally that tickle attack only gets fiber You done, buddy? Let me kill that guy. Okay. So, yeah. And there's your baby. Goodbye. Oh, and another baby. Oh, my God. Sorry about this. This is supposed to be not a horror video. Okay, so anyway. Yeah, back to this. So, purple flowers. Tickle. You get silk. Headbutt. You're going to get all kinds of stuff out of them. Including... mushrooms and rare flowers. Rare mushrooms and rare flowers. Now, of course, we have a storm, so let's chill out for a minute. Alright, so the storm's over, so we can get back to this guy again. So in addition to all that other stuff we were getting, we can also get ourselves a little bit of sap from these Joshua trees. Now, it's not a lot like you get with a chainsaw, and we looked into that in a previous video. As you can see, it's very not reliable, as we've hit up several of them. There we go. Got a piece there. Got a piece there. So, you know, it's something, just an additional thing that he can get, you know. But yes, we go around tons of berries. I mean, the guy is so useful. And we were picking up some mushrooms, and we were picking up some flowers, too, in some footage I had to cut. Because it just didn't work out right. But let's go find some more of that. I'm going to go back to where those purple flowers are. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. So a lot of them around the green obelisk. They're all over the place, though, on the map. Let's find them. So you see them right here. That's what we're talking about. Those kind of purple flowers. So anywhere you see these guys, you're going to want to do the old headbutt attack, and you'll get some goodies from them. We'll continue to do this a little bit. Sometimes they're a little hidden under other stuff, so we just kind of keep going at it. And as you can see, we're picking up all kinds of stuff. Berries. Yeah. No silk doing that attacking. Wow, no rare flowers. That's weird. Alright, let's go down a little. We were getting them over here. Maybe it's a different type of flower that was given them. It was right around here we were getting them. I don't think it was using this stuff. No. Again, none. Okay. Yeah, that attack doesn't work at all. Pretty sure it was the headbutt, guys. But if I can't repeat it, man, he fills up in weight fast. But berries are heavy. And yeah, nothing. Okay. Well, take my word for it on that. I don't know. Oh, here we go. It's the tickle attack. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, it's the tickle attack that gathers those up. So just run through all these flowers like that. The rare flowers will show up. Some of the mushrooms will show up. And you're going to get tons of those seeds. The, is it plant species Y, I think? Lots of silk. God. Alright. So yeah, in that quick little run there, I got over almost 300 of those. 24, 17, 1,000 silk. So a lot of good stuff from this guy. Let's move on to the next creature. Alright, so the fourth creature on our list is just to my right over here, and yeah, there it is. It's a little fella. It's the Oviraptor, and prior to Ark Survival Ascended, it wasn't that crazy useful of a creature, but now it's pretty amazingly useful, and you know what we haven't used it for yet? I'm going to have to try out. We'll do that in a video, but main thing is if you do any breeding whatsoever, this is the guy to have, because you can set him to collect eggs. You can have him collect unfertilized eggs if you want to make kibble. You can have him collect fertilized eggs if you want to breed something up and just walk away and collect a bunch of eggs while you're doing other stuff. Or you can have him collect both if you just need a mixture. I usually have more than one collecting unfertilized eggs for kibble and one collecting fertilized eggs for whatever breeding project I'm working on. But, you know, however you want to do it, that's how you do it. This guy is amazing. Now, another ability that he has is supposedly you can get him to steal an egg. And with a wyvern trench, that might be an interesting thing to do, because my understanding is if he steals the egg, it won't trigger the wyvern. So we're going to have to try that in a video one of these nights. But that's number 4. Now we're going to go on to this is the number 2 creature, I should say. I'm going to count backwards from 5. We're going to go on to the number 1 creature, but I do have a couple of honorable mentions before we get there. All right, of course we're in the middle of a heat wave right now, but honorable mention number 1 is a water creature, and let's go ahead and take a look at it. You might be thinking, water creature? Well, this is the guy right here, a nice little anglerfish, because there are lots of pearls in this game, but they're just kind of hidden, right? A lot of them are hidden around this red obelisk. You can get them using the whip, but there are some in the water as well. Now you're going to want to clear this area out before you come in here of any capros, because capros will ruin your day. But as you can see, in just a quick little swim, randomly biting, I've gathered up over 1,000 of those things. And what am I, close to 2,000 now? Yeah, close to 2,000 just swimming around in the water. If I got out of the water with the whip, I'd get a whole butt ton more. So, yeah, the anglerfish, honorable mention number 1. Alright, so next on my list on honorable mentions is right here, the reliable Dimetrodon. One of my favorite dinos. I love these guys for a couple reasons. One, they're great for assisting in breeding projects. You can use them instead of air conditioners if you're having trouble gathering resources for air conditioners. If you're, you just want to do a base that's natural without power or whatever, kind of going with a primitive vibe. These guys will do a lot. They'll act as an air conditioner, egg incubator, and they're fantastic. And I'll show you the difference that they make. Let's go ahead, pod this guy up, and take him outside, and I'll show you. So we do have a heat wave going on right now, right? Okay. We're away. We're outside. And currently, we have a cold resist of 187 and a heat resist of 700. We're going to toss this guy down. Where is he? There he is. Stand next to him. Give it a second to make sure everything's caught up, on the server and all that. And now we're cold resist 479, heat resist 992. Not a monster of a difference, but enough of a difference, And you can imagine a couple of these placed around your base will keep your base nice and cool, especially if you build with Adobe on top of it. Should help things out significantly. So, yeah, Dimetrodon, honorable mention. But let's go to our number 1 creature that I recommend. All right, here he is up on my shoulder, the otter. Yep, got matching hats, you know it. The otter is my number 1 recommended creature. Why? A couple reasons. First and foremost, his ability to insulate. Much like the Dimetrodon, he is an insulator, right? So let's go ahead and we're going to toss him away from us real quick. Put a little distance there. And we're going to check our temperature again. 187, 700, right? Let's go ahead and bring him to us. Just like the Dimetrodon, the insulation he provides is based off, you gonna come, buddy? Is based off of his melee damage. So, alright, well, let's just go get him, since he's being a jerk. Come here. And now we'll check. We go to 459 and 837. So again, a nice little difference there, right? Best part about this guy is he's completely mobile. You can take him into caves. You can take him all over the place with you around the map. It might, with a good set of armor and some fortitude, it could mean the difference between dying from a heat, in the game and just, sweating a little bit and being uncomfortable. Now, the second best thing about this guy that you can use him for is artifact caves. The otter can hold multiple artifacts in his inventory as much as his weight will allow. And if we look at his weight, I haven't updated this guy's weight at all, but 53 pounds, he can hold quite a few artifacts. So, and the way the artifacts respawn on this map, they respawn a lot quicker than they do on the island. So you can literally go into a cave and, God, after 30 minutes, walk away with 5 or 6 artifacts, roughly. Now, I might be a little bit off there on my time, but not much, man, to be honest with you. I did it, all 3 caves, walked out with 5 or 6 artifacts in very, very short order. So, yeah. Those are the top 5 and 2 honorable mentions of creatures I believe that you should be able, or you should bring over from the island. If you're playing on a cluster or anything like that, they will make your life a lot easier. If you've got any that you suggest that I missed, please tell me in the comments down below. I'd love to do a follow-up video if possible. 5 more creatures, 3 more, whatever. Let me know down in the comments. As always, I'm Captain Beefy with the Game Vault. If you appreciated this video, leave a like on it. If you haven't, please subscribe to the channel and ring that bell for notifications. I will see you guys next time. Until then, peace.